So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Total Extreme Wrestling. My name is BrendenPlayz, and today we are booking the Armageddon pay-per-view. We are in week 2 of December, and this week is Armageddon. We are just a Raw and a Heat away. Let's take a look at the recent show history. We go back to Survivor Series. We had a 95 rated pay-per-view there. We had 40,000 people, 47,000 people show up. And the main event was Steve Austin beating The Undertaker to win back the World Heavyweight Championship. That was a steel cage match. After the match, the cage was stopped from lifting up, and the Big Show entered the steel cage, locked inside there with Steve Austin. Wasn't pretty for Steve. He got beat up pretty badly. New Age Outlaws defeated the Hardy Boys to keep the tag team titles. What else really happened? Shawn Michaels won the Intercontinental Championship as well for 99. Big match up there. Terrific performance there. It was a 99 rated match. Shawn Michaels was great in his comeback match. The Rock was fantastic as always. So a big match up there. And that rematch will take place at Armageddon as well. Also, so moving on from there, we had Raw. We had McMahon booking the Big Show versus Austin at Armageddon for the championship. So Undertaker's out injured. He'll miss Armageddon due to injury. So we're gonna have Austin take on the Big Show. It's a risky match because the Big Show's probably not really there yet. But you know, we can have some kind of screwy finish to keep the Big Show looking good, and Austin can keep the title and go from there. You kind of have to do it because the storyline is McMahon, Austin. That's kind of been the overarching storyline for the entire year. And this is McMahon's new guy. So McMahon is ready to have Big Show clean house and take that title back into the corporation. Some other things. We've got the New Age Outlaws. They're going to feud with the Headbangers for the tag titles. That's something a little bit different. We haven't seen the Headbangers in the mix for a while. Kane beat Goldust. That Kane and Dude Love feud still continuing on. And our last Raw that we had Austin demanding a fight with the Big Show. So Austin calling out the Big Show all night long, trying to get his hands on the Big Show, but McMahon would not allow it. We had Pimp Nation. So D-Lo and the Godfather, they're now a thing. They're doing well together. Mach Mara bragging about how he's never going to lose the hardcore title, how he's the greatest hardcore champion. He defended it. He's never going to lose it. He's going to be the great champion for such a long period of time. Which, you know he's going to lose that title the next chance he gets. So, and The Rock beat the Road Dogg in the main event for 82. The Rock and Shawn Michaels had a bit of a stare down. And the last segment of the show was Steve Austin trying to find the Big Show, but he was ambushed by the corporation in the locker room. So Austin hurt badly just before Armageddon, so he won't come into the pay-per-view 100%, that's for sure. And anything else? Al Snow made his debut. He beat Tatanka in a 39 match. Not the best, but something to start with. He then got on the mic and started rambling about things and talking to his mannequin head for 46. So kind of introducing that he's a bit of a weirdo to the crowd. And Mark Henry defeated Mike Awesome to keep the European title. So that's kind of a bit of a recap of what's been going on over the last little bit. But like I said today, Armageddon, some of the big storylines, Dude Love and Kane. Now we might make this match here, the winner gets the number 30 in the Rumble. Now I don't think there is any way to decide who gets the last spot, but you know, that's something for us to do anyways. Yeah, and then obviously Taker versus Austin versus Big Show rather. The Rock versus Shawn Michaels, that rematch. So we've got a few big matches on this card, but also in our mid card, we're trying to take it a little bit easier and just kind of focused on utilizing some people we haven't given too much of an opportunity to as well. So whilst I'm here, I might make a Royal Rumble storyline, and I might have Kurt Angle in there. I don't know who else I could put in there as a placeholder. But I was thinking maybe on the pay-per-view I'll have Kurt Angle cut a promo about the Royal Rumble, just to get him on the show and make him do something. So I'm just trying to find someone who could just be in this storyline. Owen Hart, is he doing anything? No, he's not. Okay, so that will work. Double J, put him in there too, why not? So, the Royal Rumble, so that's going to be coming up very, very soon, just 1 month away. And last year, we had Steve Austin win the Royal Rumble. This year, well, I don't think it's going to be Steve. He should be champion. Alright, with that being said, let's get into today and let's start booking Raw. Now, I've always been forgetting to meddle with all the issues we've got. So I'm going to try again today, fix something. Shawn Michaels has ruined Owen Hart. He's ruined the... Oh my god, look how bad The Rock is. I am going to continue to try and fix this issue. Please. Please. I just get a feeling we're never going to... Once they get to that hatred point, very, very difficult to fix it from there. So, this is Raw is War. Let's take a look at the results. Ivory cutting a promo on the pre-show for 57. Not bad. Hardy Boys. Oh, we forgot to take Edge and Christian off screen. That's okay. Hardy Boys cutting a promo on Edge and Christian. 67. Open the show with Vince McMahon saying that Steve Austin is not going to make it to Armageddon after the Big Show's beatdown. And Austin's not here tonight to kind of sell that beatdown. I was going to have Austin show up later on, but we might save it for Armageddon. Kurt Angle had a match against Vampiro for 77. Kurt Angle 77, Vampiro 54. Okay, good match. We had Kane and Paul Bearer out there cutting a promo on Dude Love. Very good. We had Mosh take on Road Dogg for a singles match. Road Dogg 70, Mosh 50. Okay, not bad at all. That's not too bad. I was probably expecting, you know, mid-60s actually, so that's good. That's a good matchup. We had the Ministry of Darkness promoting themselves backstage in a segment. 75. Good. We had the women team up. Ivory and Yoshida teamed up to take on Luna and Hakuto, Akira. Yoshida 53, Ivory better 42, Akira 38, and Luna 52. Okay, it's not bad. Luna's actually really good. You know, she's really the only woman that we've got that, you know, American girls, I suppose, that's good. Ivory's a little disappointing, but Luna can hang with the rest. The Brood promoed on the Hardy Boys 59. Val Venus had a match with William Regal for 76. We tried to make them go all out and see how they'd fare. Val was a little tired. William Regal still did well for 71. I probably should have made it a slow build, but I figured their stamina was really strong that it'd be okay, but I suppose slow build was the way to go. But yeah, 76. Sable and Mach Mara are out there. Mach Mara saying how he is the greatest hardcore wrestler alive. There is nobody better than him. He is the best there ever was at hardcore wrestling because he is the hardcore champion, let's not forget. 77 went pretty well. Al Snow took on Dick to Go for 49. Al Snow picked up the win as we look to introduce Al Snow and get him some wins and get him some exposure and popularity. Mark Henry and Jim Cornette are out there as well. Cornette talking about how great Mark Henry is and how he is the next big thing. And we had a strong main event. Let's hope that it does deliver. Let's see it. A 99 rated match. Oh, it delivered all right. So we had D-Generation X take on Owen Hart and Double J. What a feud this would be, but unfortunately, we're going to have DX probably split up very soon. That's why we did the match now, so we can at least see it. We had Shawn Michaels and Triple H bang out 100. Jeff Jarrett 85. Owen Hart 89. That's a great match. 99 rated match on Raw. You don't see that too often, but we've done it. So, like I said, normally that's a match we'd save for pay-per-view, but yeah, DX probably is only going to have one more month before they start to get rid of, well, Shawn Michaels starts to turn. Gives us a 92 rated show in the end. You'll take that every day of the week. Mark Henry, one of the most difficult people I reckon I've had to push to the top, but now that he's got 70, we'll keep him there until the end of the year, but after that, I don't know. Will we have him lose, or will we keep going with him? Try and get him to 75. Try and... Because Mark Henry is one of those guys, the more pop he's got, the better he's going to be. Alright, let's take a look. So, this is Heat, the show just before Armageddon. Let's take a look at the results. Luna on the pre-show cutting a promo was actually pretty good, 61. New Age Outlaws opened things up with an 88 rated promo on Thrasher and Mosh. Al Snow picked up a win over Terry Gordy Al Snow, 53. Terry Gordy, 49. Okay, both guys really good. So we brought Terry Gordy in for a one-night only appearance, but he was kind of nice. Al Snow, now that he's got close to the 40 popularity mark, he's having a really good performance. Good stuff. Owen Hart and Double J announced that they are looking to enter the Royal Rumble match. Mach Mara continued to brag about how hardcore he is. Another good segment there. Goldust picked up the win over Viscera, 72. Viscera was getting tired towards the end, but he had a 56. Goldust, 74. Goldust is good. Pimp Nation cut a promo on the Corporation, gaining a bit of heat for that one as well, 81. Main event saw the New Age Outlaws pick up the win over the Headbangers for the tag team titles. They defended it once again. Road Dogg, 85. Billy Gunn, 79. Mosh and Thrasher, 55 and 54. Look, they held up their own. You know, I'm not disappointed by that at all. That was a good performance from them. We had to find someone to keep the New Age Outlaws busy before we transitioned into some of the other teams. 79 there. Good match. We put it on heat, so it had a little bit more time to get better. And that was an 80 overall heat. Good stuff. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is WWF Armageddon 1998. Let's take a look at the results of the pay-per-view. In the pre-show, Tatanka took on Bradshaw for 63. Bradshaw, 69. He's getting good, Bradshaw. Tatanka was pretty shit. We then had a pay-per-view pre-show panel with a number of various guests coming along, giving their predictions for the show. A bit of a way just to get people to the show and hopefully improve some of their microphone stats. We had an opening segment, which was our, hyping up the show, getting everybody out there to try and improve the storyline heat just before the pay-per-view began. So the video package to open up the show. First match on the card will be Scorpio Christopher Daniels versus Taka Michinoku for the lightweight title. 62. Okay, so Scorpio 49, Daniels 57, Taka 60, with Taka winning and retaining his championship for 62. Thinking maybe X-Pac might come along and take the title from him, perhaps at the Royal Rumble, and doing something there. Next match is Mark Henry versus Terry. Actually, no, we changed that, didn't we? So next match will probably be the Brood, Edge and Christian versus the Hardy Boys. So speaking of the Brood, we have them cutting a promo for 64. Didn't quite increase the storyline heat, just advancing the storyline. But this is a nice matchup here. The Hardys versus Edge and Christian. Obviously, they don't have the popularity to make it epic. But if you just picture this match in 6 to 9 months' time when they've got 60 pop each, geez, it'd be good. For now, it's not quite there yet. But the result is still 78. Can you believe that? 43 pop for Edge and Christian. Hardy's got 50 pop. 78 match. Jeff Hardy, 78. Matt Hardy, 68. Christian, 64. Edge, 70. God, this is going to be really freaking good when they get some popularity. Really good. Oh, man. Alright, so next will be Mark Henry and Terry Gordy. Squash match, but yeah, I tell you what a match, guys. Like, seriously, this is going to be special. Give it some time, give it some popularity and prove it to be special. Edge and Christian picked up the win over the Hardy Boys as we try and get Edge and Christian's popularity up there a little bit. Yes, we sacrificed the Hardys just a touch, but hopefully that'll maybe even the teams out a little bit. Actually, might be doing the Mach Mara thing next. Looks like we will be. Alright, so Mach Mara was out in the ring and he was holding an open challenge. For the last few weeks, Mach Mara has been saying how great he is, how he's the greatest hardcore wrestler alive, he's the best hardcore champion there ever is. And Rob Van Dam, he comes, we loan him in from ECW, and he accepts the challenge of Mach Mara. So the ECW heavyweight champion comes to the show and accepts the challenge. And I don't know how this match is going to go, but let's have a look. 48. Oh, they had no chemistry. Ah, shit. Alright, well, we had a Falls Count Anywhere match. Mach Mara versus Rob Van Dam. Rob Van Dam picked up the victory. RVD 47, outperforming Mach Mara, even though he has no pop. No chemistry, and the match was a keep strong. It was never going to be good. We kept Mach Mara strong as he took the loss. So, as we said, we're promising lots of hardcore title changes. That's what we did here. And I think it was pretty good to have Mara brag about how great he is at hardcore, and have someone who actually is great at hardcore matches take it from him in RVD. And now he can go and perhaps defend it in ECW a few times and let ECW have the title for a little bit. 48 rated. Now we got Mark Henry and Terry Gordy. 57. Who cares? Terry Gordy, though, 53. That's decent. Henry, 67. Quick little win for Mark Henry to try and keep his momentum going. Now we got Archie Kong. She'll face Ivory in our next match. The women's title will be on the line. Before that, a Dude Love promo. That will help his storyline. His storyline heat with Kane was about 90. I'd like it to get it up to more towards 95. So we had a good segment at the start of the show. Now the 100 here, maybe it'll help. Archie Kong had a promo before the match, and Bull Nakano was there too, and promising to destroy Ivory tonight. So, Ivory, you've made a bad choice trying to take this title from Archie Kong. Alright, so Ivory and Archer, you know, Archie Kong can probably hit 60s. You never know. Ivory, probably a 42. So I'm going to try and say 59 might be where we're heading with this one. The storyline hit, though, might be pretty good. So maybe we go 64. So let's see it. 59. Alright, so 59 from Ivory and Archie Kong. Ivory, 39. She's just not very good, is she? She's just not very... She's holding back. She's got poor momentum. Yeah, she's a big disappointment right now. 60 from Archie Kong, which was fantastic. So a 59 match. Archie keeps the belt. You just can't give it to Ivory. She just doesn't have it. I'm surprised. I thought Ivory would be a lot better. I'm quite disappointed. Dude Love will face Kane in our next match. It's a no DQ match, and the winner will become the number 30 in the Royal Rumble. So we made it a no DQ, basically to make sure there is a clear and decisive winner. So there's no ifs and buts, there will be a winner type of thing. So Kane and Dude Love. So, Dude Love might hit a 90. Kane maybe an 89. Storyline hit, hopefully will drag it up to being perhaps 93. Would be great. I'd like to see that. So let's take a look. Kane versus Dude Love, no DQ, 91. Okay, so Dude Love 93, Kane 88. So you'd think with the story, I guess the storyline hit wasn't good enough to drag it up much more than what it was. 91 though, you'll take that. That's fine. Stamina, was that an issue? Not in the end. Okay, inconsistency was Kane's problem. But 91, that's fine. Yeah, I'll take that. That's good. Next up is Pimp Nation versus the Corporation. Toyota had a 60 rated promo expressing her desire to become the next women's champion. So, trying to perhaps improve her popularity with a decent little promo there. Maybe a little bit too low of a segment to get much out of it. Perhaps it need to be more 65, 70, I feel, to get any popularity for her. But you never know. Pimp Nation versus the Corporation. This is the 6-man tag team match. We've got Val Venus teaming up with the Godfather and D'Lo to take on Regal and Finlay and Ken Shamrock. I'm going to say 73 for this one. 78, even better. Alright, so nice match in the end. Shamrock was fantastic with a 91. Regal 70, Finlay 70. Actually the same performance from those two, which is rare. Normally Regal's much better. Val Venus 66 was the best on his team. D'Lo 54 lacked a little bit, but you know, D'Lo, hopefully with this match here and now this Pimp Nation connection, he might be able to gain a bit more pop and get him into the 50s. Godfather was pretty good actually for 63. 78 rated match, probably a lot better than I thought it was going to do, so I will definitely take that. Next, Shawn Michaels versus The Rock. Big match up here. This should be interesting. The hype video 89. Oh boy, can we replicate what we did last week? We got a 99 last time. 25-minute match. It's a 2 out of 3 falls match this time. So, can we hit 100? Can we get some hundreds, or will it be 99 again? I don't think we've got 100 in the series, have we? So it'd be really good if we can get 100 here. Shawn taking the bump will give it 100. I hope so. All right. The Rock versus Shawn Michaels. Let's see it. Oh, yeah. Let's advance. 99. They've done it again. 99. All right. The Rock, 93. Wow. Wow. The Rock in the same level as Shawn Michaels. Do we even need Shawn Michaels? We got The Rock. So Shawn wasn't penalized for anything. He just wasn't that sensational. But in the end, Shawn Michaels did win. He cheated. He used a foreign object to attack The Rock. The referee obviously wasn't looking or distracted or something. And The Rock lost. Shawn Michaels defends the title. And we keep it going with him for a 99 rated match. Yes, it should have main evented, but the fact is, you got to have the world title main event. I knew this match was going to be better than the main event, but you got to have the world title main event, unless something even bigger is happening. After the match, The Rock was furious that Shawn Michaels cheated using a foreign object as DX continued to celebrate and gloat that they've now beaten beaten The Rock, and their issues with The Rock is now over. Shawn Michaels has beaten The Rock, and they can now move on from him. DX pretty happy about that. They keep the title in the family. The Rock getting Shawn Michaels slowly building him up for a turn. Main event is next. Steve Austin versus The Big Show. I don't know. I feel like it'll be a 90 maybe, or 91 if I'm being hopeful there. After the match though, Kurt Angle, I forgot to put The Rock, I forgot to put Shawn Michaels, I should say. I forgot to put them on the screen, so it doesn't really make sense. So let's pretend that it did happen. Anyways, Kurt Angle bumped into Shawn Michaels backstage and challenged him for the championship. So I forgot to put them on the screen, so it doesn't really make sense looking at that, but let's ignore it. 100 rated for the hype video, so that should hopefully help the storyline out and get as much as we can out of it. So it's our main event. I don't know how this is going to go. Big Show, he's only had one match or two matches, I think. Wasn't very good. Taker's out injured. We were going to do a triple threat, but this is what we've got. So the Big Show, Steve Austin. Let's see it. I'm going to hope it's better than 90. 94! Big Show and Austin have great chemistry. Well, there you go. There you go, right? Big Show, 85. Austin, 99. What a performance from Steve Austin. Big Show, 85. Okay. Not great, let's be honest. But, look, you know, it is what it is. 94, though. That's a good match. It's a good match. I'll take it. Austin was incredible. So that match should be good enough to get us around a 95 rated pay-per-view, I reckon. After the match, of course, Steve Austin retained the championship. After the match, we had the Corporation come out and facilitate an attack. The Big Show taking care of already a pretty hurt Steve Austin. Big Show actually lost the match by a rage DQ. So Big Show actually didn't care about losing in the end. He got himself disqualified after continuing to disobey the referee. And we quickly realized it was not about winning the title. It was more about taking Steve Austin out. And they put Austin through two tables set up one by one. Big Show chokeslammed him through both of them at the same time. And that might spell the end of Steve Austin as champion. They're hoping to get him injured, get him out of the WWF permanently. 91 rated show. We used Edge and Christian too much. Are you kidding me? Wow. We would have had a 95 show, and just because we used Edge and Christian too much in the mid-card opening match, oh, fuck off. Alright, well, Steve Austin gets some love. Mach Mara took a loss. I'll give him some praise. And I'm going to give The Rock some love. Alright, well that kind of sucks. But anyway, it's 91. Ugh. Should have made their pushes better. You know, I thought their pushes were good enough. Not to worry about it. I guess I made their match just a little bit too long. Well, Shawn Michaels, I realized his gimmick's getting stale. Tweak it. And then Edge and Christian, well, They picked up the win. I guess we'll try and make a mid-card as we're going to use them in longer matches. So they went up a couple of popularity points to 45. Matt Hardy, 49. That's okay. Didn't drop too much. Jeff Hardy, 48, 49 as well. So that'll help. Edge and Christian going up by a couple. Hardy Boy's dropping a little bit. That's all right. All right, so let's take a look at the buy rate for Armageddon. Tatanka's not happy with how he's been booked. That's too bad. 1.38 buy rate for Armageddon. I think Tatanka, you should have... You know, Tatanka, I'm not happy with the way you're performing. You are shit. So until you stop being shit, you are not going to get a win. Taka Michinoku's too small. You should release the kid and find someone better. Okay, Shawn, you're not a heavyweight exactly yourself. D'Lo Brown's clumsy. All right, and Matt Hardy's pretty good. Ken Shamrock likes Matt Hardy. So yeah, 49,000, nearly 50k attendance, over 1 million buys. A good pay-per-view in the end. You know, I guess we could ignore the overall rating. We did better than that. We know we did better than that, but it is what it is. All right, quick look at the swings before we keep on moving along. Dude Love did take the loss, but didn't really hurt his pop. Kane in the 90s again. Shawn 91. Austin 91. Big Show 90, nearly 90. Yep. The Rock, wow, 92, 91s in some areas. Couple weaker areas, yes, but other than that, going very well. Who else had it? Kurt Angle? Wow, Kurt Angle's nearly 70 pop, 68, 69. So Kurt Angle and Shawn should be a good match. Should be a good match. Mach Mara took the loss and actually gained popularity. Well, there you go. Took a loss, gained pop. Fantastic. Well done, Mark. There you go. Mark Henry. Ooh. Oh no. Mark Henry went down in pop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 areas now. Oh no. We've got to get him another win. He's got to get some win. He's got to pick up another win just before the end of the year. Otherwise, we're going to fail. Road Dogg, nearly mid-70s. Billy Gunn doing well as well. Regal. X-Park's nearly 80. God, he's got a lot of pop to give. A lot of pop to give, that's for sure. Who else do we really use here? RVD. Whew, up to 44 pop with a win in the end. So he had a good segment on the card. Picked up the win as well. He's now the hardcore champion. So remember, he started at 40. So now he comes with 44 and 51 in ECW's home area too. So that will help ECW out quite a lot. And now he can be a little bit more useful for us on our roster.